Last time on Rememorex, Rader had a nightmare, Maddie found a spooky mask, and a fight broke out in the cafeteria. But the real question is, what's the Department for the Preservation of American Dignity doing in Clearfield? I guess we're about to find out. Next up on Rememorex.
When last we left our intrepid heroes, you were pulling up to the arcade to have fun arcade times. So, after a pretty weird day at school, wherein I believe Rader Hanson has done everything in his power to prevent his vision from coming to pass, including managing to get Lauren a concussion, or managing to construe situation in which Lauren would obtain a concussion.
So I'm just gonna keep the other one on, so that way a bunch of people don't think I'm just from New York. We do with that?
What?
We do with my we do with me like using the other accent the entire time.
This is still really weird. I don't know how I feel about this. And the fact that you've been told... So you're not from Ireland at all?
I mean, at one point we had to have been from Ireland, because my name is O'Keefe. Like, we're Irish, so we had to have been from Ireland.
I'm not really... That's not the fact that you lied to everybody about the fact
I still don't get why.
Technically it was a lie of omission. I don't think he ever said he was from Ireland.
But he put on an Irish accent, so the lie was not omission as much as it was conscious and constant.
Maybe it's just wanting to, not sound like this and fit in, and maybe not fit in, and maybe just wanting to not make people know the real me.
But why? Maybe you should have the confidence that people will like you for who you are.
Can you say can of soda?
Can of soda.
Thank you. I needed to hear that.
Out of character, Case just hit her head on
Don't hit your head.
on a cup that she had in front of her as she had tabled that.
Don't.
Out of game.
Now has
Can of
I had
soda.
tabled my lemonade gave me a concussion. I lemonaded myself into a concussion. Yes.
Oh, I just don't know. Maybe like a lot of things didn't feel right anymore after we left, so maybe I just wanted to start a new feeling right thing. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess.
And-
But also, we're your friends, and you should have told us that you weren't actually Irish.
I knew.
Yeah,
Well, you should have also told us. Like, it's strange that whatever. In the long run, I guess it doesn't matter. I mean,
now if Donna keep it up, there's a girl who likes me simply because I have this accent.
Oof.
Kind of messes everything up, doesn't it?
But you shouldn't lie to her either if you like her.
Yeah,
You should tell her the truth.
Fair
I
point.
agree. You shouldn't lie to people that you like.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
if she doesn't like you without your accent, then she didn't really like you for you, right? Yeah, she just liked you because she thought you were from Ireland.
You guys are such a pack of ABC after-school specials. Don't you dress,
They have a
kids.
point.
We learned it from watching you.
I guess it makes it sound tougher.
The New York one? Probably.
Like you've seen stuff.
Have you seen stuff?
Yes.
Have you seen stuff?
Yes.
Did you get mugged? Have you mugged people?
I am not at liberty to discuss whether or not I have mugged people.
Are you in the mob?
No, I am not in the mob.
He's totally
Everyone's
not.
in the
Irish
Irish
mob?
mob.
He's totally
That's not how New York works.
I'm pretty sure that's how New York works.
Not if you're Irish, it's not.
Yeah, but then you're in, like, the Irish one. Oh, I guess that's from Boston, right?
Yep.
Are you from Boston?
No.
He's been from Boston this entire time. You lied to us about being Irish. You lied to us about being
can't believe anything that
You
you
can't
say
trust
now,
anything that
Eisley.
I say. That's how this works. I'm still Irish. That didn't change. It's just,
This is
it's a little bit different of a sound.
I can't ignore it. So I guess we're going to go into the...
You're still just standing in front of the arcade.
yelling at him for not being Irish. I'm gonna head into the.
Yeah.
You see that Mr. Preston is inside. He's talking to a skinny guy in a tattered rag of a Leonard Skinner t-shirt that just is at this point like a belly shirt. It's just come apart. He's wearing, like Carhartt jeans and a Pedras cap, and he seems to be moving some of the games around.
I go over to Mr. Preston with a dollar bill and I ask for change.
Shouldn't you be in school?
No, we got let out early.
Were all of you let out early?
Yeah, I think so.
It's been a really weird day.
Okay. He gets behind the counter, preparing for the rush of kids that are going to be here pretty soon.
Oh, did everybody get let out earlier? Wasn't it just us?
I don't know. I'm telling. I might be telling lies. Who knows?
Left.
I thought we just established we don't lie in this family.
It's to up the crime to balance out the gay.
Crap.
Wrong game.
I need some change. Can I have some tokens, please? For the skee ball.
He hands
And I
you 4
wave a
quarters.
Do
There
they
you
not
go.
have tokens here?
Huh?
Do they
They're
not
not
have tokens?
quarters.
It's just quarters?
Quarters. Now, tokens is that's a high-end thing. It's 83. Tokens is for
3 years till tokens.
that's a theme park arcade.
There. So I take my
Proprietary
quarters
tokens.
over to
That's way too high-end.
I go play skee balls.
Okay.
I'm stuck on Thunderfly at this moment.
Okay.
I'm just.
You're just staring at it?
I'm like mimicking you. We're just like.
We're all just.
You're just
Oh.
pointing at the figure.
All right, good. You see this too. That's not good. Hey, Maddie.
Yeah, what's up?
Remember that one spot we took you to with the videotapes?
Yeah?
Does that guy look familiar?
Does he? I don't remember.
He kind of looks like the guy you remember from behind the counter. Ordinarily, you don't notice every single guy behind a counter, but he's a really weird-looking guy.
Oh, the
Yeah.
weird guy. Hey, this is like a
It's like 20 of them.
It's like a G.I. Joey thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know,
G.I.
we
Joey.
Thunderfly, and I thought it was like a superhero dude. Or like a
He-Man version?
Thundercats guy.
Like a Thundercats. Like a Thunderfly.
A Thunderfly.
But you, does that look familiar to you?
He looks like that guy from the video store.
That's exactly the feeling.
He's that creepy dude.
That guy was really creepy.
Virgil, when did you get that in?
Ronnie.
No,
Preston.
Ronnie, when'd you,
Back to 1.
damn it. Mr. Preston! Where'd you get that guy in?
We got a bunch of new prizes today. I got a little snake. He waves up a little stuffed plush rainbow colored snake.
Yep.
Got a bunch of these action figures. He's got a bunch of He-Man figures. Got a calculator. And
Not
for
too bad,
50,000, look at this. He slides a box down the table towards you so you can look at it.
All right.
See that? It's a calculator watch.
Oh my gosh!
This is pretty great, actually.
Oh my gosh!
I won't
want
tell
that
your
watch.
teachers if you don't. And he goes
That's a
back
wonderful
to
plan.
loading stuff up on the.
All right, so we need 60,000 points.
I want that watch.
That's what I mean. We need 60,000.
What are you using to play skee ball?
I'm gonna say Shining Understudy seems like the right.
Okay.
You know,
Active.
it's my mild action thing. Ooh. 13.
13.
Yeah.
You have 1,
2.
7 tickets.
7 tickets.
It's not bad.
Oh, that's pretty
It's
good.
respectable.
7 whole ticket.
Now you only need 60,000 minus 7.
59,993.
It's got forever too.
I know.
See, you don't need that watch because you can do math.
I can do math. Yeah, I actually know how to do math.
I can do math too.
So that was on 1 quarter, yeah?
You won't need that at all.
Yeah.
That's for me.
Really cool. I want
For
that.
him.
It's a cute watch.
What would be the thing that would give us the most tickets out of this entire arcade? What
That's
would
a
we
really
know
good
would be
question.
no? Because what would be the thing that we know would be like? This is the thing you go to when you want to grind for tickets. What's the thing that gives you the most?
I think that's probably usually the most bang for your buck. You get those things that push the quarters.
Yeah,
there one of
A
those
little
in
quarter
here?
waterfall. There's
Yeah.
definitely a quarter waterfall.
Can I scummy criminal to try to finagle a quarter waterfall?
It's tricky. You can do it. The problem is there's not a lot of distraction.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You're going to need a lot of
Empty right
noise. If there was a bunch of kids here later on, you could probably do it. But the problem is you guys are the only kids in here because it's during school
That's a good
hours. So
point.
it's you, the handyman, and Preston.
We could just scream at you.
We could just wait for the handyman to like move a thing, and I can just.
Oh. Well, we could.
If he's moving machines around, if he might happen to drop one, I can bump into this thing and make it work.
We could. Are you trying to do crime?
Yes. But the best type of crime, we're gonna get you that watch.
I do like that watch, but I do not like crime.
We're gonna get both. That's what we're doing for 60, because he's 10,000 and that's 50,000, so we get them both. We get 60, we're good.
He's getting some new games in.
Ooh.
You can see there's a big truck in the back or like in the parking lot, like sort of parked around the side. And he's got like the arcade cabinets in the back of a flatbed truck. They've got plastic over them. They're really nice. And he's got one on a hand truck that he's currently sort of fitting in between asteroids and Pac-Man.
I can't be a party to this crime. She just like walks over to play. I don't know.
No, I think I was-
You
She's
see
gonna-
the guy, like as you're walking over, the guy pulls off a piece of plastic and plugs in a new game. It's all color, and there's this top-down road with a car that starts playing music. It's crazy.
What game is that?
It says Spy Hunter on the
Oh.
overhead
I'm gonna
marquee.
go do with that thing
All right.
because it's
Totally
shiny.
plays by
You have a quarter.
I do have a quarter. I'm gonna do with that thing.
All right. What are you using to play Spy Hunter?
Well, I don't know if I have. That's gonna work. Check and mate. It's a game-related stat.
Yeah, it's true.
Active.
Yeah. I think that works.
Do an active.
Yeah.
Do one active boy.
20.
20? Wow. Yeah, you kill it. And you're driving along and you keep shooting stuff and like the road will fork and then you're like on the one side and then you're on the other. And at one point you nearly wipe out an oil slick, but then you get back on it. And then this truck pulls up behind you and it keeps like sort of getting near you, but it doesn't seem like it's a bad guy. And then at one point it like pulls over and like lets down a little ramp so you can drive up into the truck. You pull into the truck. Now you have an oil slick. It's pretty great.
Ooh. Yep.
I'm doing so good at this game.
When it is done, you see something that you probably haven't seen before. You are the all-time high score.
Yay!
Oh my god.
I did a do.
You have the
First
highest
one.
score in the entire game ever.
Yeah, but that's only because it's the new game.
It doesn't
First person
matter.
that's played it.
You're the highest
One
score
grand.
ever.
Still counts.
You
You're
guys,
the
I
one to
got the
beat.
high score.
I run over.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow! You just put your initials in. MAR.
Oh, it's better than
That's
Maddie.
really great.
Like she's mad.
No, because Maddie ate a Ramos.
Oh, I get it. Just,
Or
She put it in her initials.
oh, yeah,
That's
exactly.
what her initials are.
what
Yeah.
are my initials? I got the high score. I've never gotten a high score before.
Well, now you're the person to beat.
Yeah, but don't beat me.
This game looks hard. I don't think I would beat you.
While you're watching, you can see that there's waves of kids making their way over here now. It looks like they've let out the school and there's kids on their way.
Mm.
I need a pee so bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep rolling, but
I mean, we might want to just pause, just since it's gonna.
Yeah.
Are you gonna
He's
see
up
it?
to
Yes.
relation.
Okay, then I do a dis.
All right.
So,
Can everybody hear me?
okay, we're rolling.
And it louder.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So, yeah, you're in the arcade. You're doing arcade stuff. You see the kids are approaching.
What other games are they unpacking? Are there any other games that he's just like unpacking?
Yeah, he's got 3 of them. He's just installed. He just installed Spy Hunter. There is another one that is called Elevator Action that he's putting towards the back, and then there's a third one that he's sort of putting around which is weird because normally like the new arcades go into like
The front.
yeah.
Get more people to play them.
But it looks like it has like a weird, like maybe like a control panel that doesn't sort of fit with the normal stuff. And so he's currently setting up elevator action. One in the back still has the tarp over it, a lot of plastic.
What do you think?
All right, I'm going to check that out.
Yeah, go for it.
You're checking out elevator action or the new one?
The new one.
Okay. It has like a shrink wrapped white plastic cover that has not yet been removed, so you can't really see. It's just sort of arcade game shaped.
If I like move, maybe not. If I like move the top, will I be able to see some sort of lettering or anything?
It's shrink wrapped around the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
There's no way.
And there's still like he still has like the belt around it that he had like lashed down in the back of his truck.
I'm just waiting for enough kids to get into the place.
Roll passive criminal.
What?
7. just waiting and thinking about it.
Yeah, you got like another 5 minutes. Like you see that a couple of the kids are starting to come in.
I'm going to
head towards the.
legitimately play it.
You're playing.
Put the quarter in the thing and hope.
Yeah, set it up.
I'm not actually just instead of to not for anything up, I'm going to legitimately play it once or twice to then mess with it.
All
later.
right, it's one of those where you can see where the quarters are all sort of backed up, and you're kind of hoping for a bunch of them to fall. And
exactly.
you find the best spot. You shore it up with a few more quarters, but
yeah, just so people can see that I'm actually normally playing it.
Right.
So that way it's not weird.
Plausible deniability.
Oh, I won! Oh, fuck. Exactly.
Yeah, like a couple 3/4 come back out, but you've already put in 3/4, so it's a wash.
So it's even. Yeah, that works. That's fine.
The door opens and there's one of the high school kids is coming in, like taking off his jacket. It's Doug Sinclair, the other kid that works here.
How's it going?
He stops when you say that and looks down at you. What are you doing, O'Keefe?
Boom. I want to win the guy in the front.
Which guy?
The bald one, right in the middle. Looks like the guy, the Thunderfly. That one.
Okay.
Yeah. Figured most points. Try and leak.
Now this is just there's no strategy. You just put the quarters in. Go over to the skee ball.
Yeah, I might try that. But if you just hope enough, you might be able to. Yeah, I'll try skee ball. Takes orders. Walks over the skee ball.
I'm gonna go play some skee ball also.
Okay. 3 of you guys can roll for skee ball. Rader, what do you got? What are you up to?
I'm gonna. What's the name of the guy that just came in?
Battle Beast.
That's not bad. Yeah.
It's Doug Sinclair, but
DJ Battle
everybody
Beast.
calls him DJ Battle Beast or DJ.
Hey DJ,
He turns around. What can I do for you, little man?
What's this new one that's back here?
I don't know. I just got here. You guys got a half day?
Yeah, we got out early.
So, Mr. Preston called me, said that he was going to need some extra help because it's Friday and it's a half day. Spy Hunter. This looks cool. He starts playing Spy Hunter.
Maddie's face falls over the corner.
Oh.
I don't know.
She's not looking at you particularly. She's just looking at the fact that Battle Beast is playing, and she knows that she's going to lose her top spot.
Oh, definitely.
Already screwed.
Yeah.
So you have no idea what that was. You can't check. You work here.
He walks away from the game as you're talking because he doesn't have to pay for them. And tell you what, I'll go ask for you, okay?
I'm just curious. It looks cool. I mean, it's a cool shape.
Cool shape. All right, yeah, I'll be back. He goes over to Mr. Preston. Your top spot is secure because he walked away from the game, so
For
he's
now.
second, and it comes up with the little 3. Are you going to put in your
RDR?
nice?
Oh.
What did you guys get for your skee ball?
A 9.
15 and a 9.
Yeah.
You have won between the two of you an additional 10.
We have 17
Oh, good.
tickets.
Just
It's like a good start.
it is. Anything's a good start.
I got
When you get
24.
to
24?
At least 10,000.
Another 10.
Just 10?
27.
Oh, yeah.
So now we have 27.
10 by yourself.
Yeah.
The two of them got 10. And then you by yourself got 10.
I like grab all
He
of them
just goes,
and I take off my backpack and I put it in like the little front pouch of my backpack.
Is it like one of the clear ones?
No, it's like I have a unicorn on my backpack.
Oh, okay.
So it's like where the feet are.
Aw. It's just basic math.
hey, he'll hold them. It's just basic.
Video games are just math.
Skee ball is skill.
It's
Skee-ball is
geometry
math.
plus math plus muscle control. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, that's why I'm good at it. Because I'm good at math.
I give you my last 2 quarters.
Go for it.
You're better at this than I am.
You hear DJ yell from behind the ticket booth over to Rader. Hey, leather jacket.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, little fonts. It's something called Gyrus.
Yikes. What is that?
I don't know. They're,
Gyrus?
give Mr. Schwab a chance to open the damn thing up. We'll play it later, all right?
Okay. That sounds fine.
I don't know what a Gyrus is. 24? You kill it. You managed to get 25 tickets on your own.
I put them in. So what is that?
It's
Bring it up to 52.
Yeah.
I don't know this. Oh.
The calculator watch was within you all along.
That was a Harold brain. Just knocking
All right, I'm walking over to Maddie now and just giving her a light pat on the back.
Hi.
You're doing a good job over here.
Yeah, well,
Where did you learn how to do this?
it's just,
It's really impressive.
It's cute. Leave them alone.
it's math. It's just basic, velocity, force, stuff. She's like twisting one of her braids.
Geometry.
I'm just kind of glazing over and just kind of,
So
kidding you.
Yeah, get a room, you two.
Wait.
Where's
Zach is
Like,
coming in from
Exactly.
the front,
From the
does that thing
ether.
like Norm walking into Cheers.
Yeah.
Just kicks open the door, tosses his backpack in a random direction, cracking his knuckles. Get a room, you two, and just going straight for the asteroids game.
Where did Zach
Red.
even
He
come
takes a
from?
quarter, throws it in the asteroids game, immediately dies 3 times. Good game, runs out.
Out of the entire building?
Yeah.
Just leaves. He tried.
Runs out of the entire building and hits a telephone pole and just lays there for a minute.
That was the most
I'm gonna go
pathetic
grab
thing
his
I ever
backpack,
saw.
walk over and put it on top of him, and then walk back. Here he goes up. And then walk back
idea.
into the floor.
Ugh. Ugh.
Dumb little bastard. Opens up door. Should we all do that?
What, run
What,
into
telephone?
Yes, girls, I guess so. Run
That
the telephone poles.
Seem like I don't think that was part of his strategy.
No, I don't think
Rader,
so.
give me a perception check.
You don't have any word quarters.
I rifle through my backpack for quarters.
All right.
Oh, shoot.
22?
What is?
What are your 3 stats again?
Scrubby nerd herder.
No.
Oh, I was just going to use Don't Rain on My Parade.
All right.
Oh.
Passive don't rain. You got 22
Yeah.
for your perception check?
Mhm.
You see Mr. Schwab, the handyman, as he's watching all these kids run past, reach into the pocket of his windbreaker and pulls out a box cutter and starts walking towards the back of the...
Ooh.
He's gotta start playing.
I kind of just like sort of brace myself and kind of
lean in.
like shrink down a little bit and like
He's leaning.
tail him.
Snoops.
Yeah.
What are you
Like I don't want to make too much. And I kind of just follow him quietly.
He's waiting for the new game to come out.
Oh, okay.
I got a 14
14?
Yeah.
Uh,
for spare change looking.
yeah, you found 35 cents, one of which is a quarter.
And I give it to Maddie.
We'll do another skee ball.
All right.
So much speedball.
Well, that's not
fun.
That was like literally all ones.
Can I somehow when she starts throwing just kind of like
Oh wait, this is 6? Oh, this is 6.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
just trying to like knock them towards the 1,000 without even her noticing? Depends on what
skee ball?
corner. Does you know how like if you're on the corner and like someone toss them, you can just kind of like hit the side and try to bounce it. No, that's not gonna work for Deb.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
It'll work terrible.
It would more likely knock it down
Yeah,
rather
I'd
than
fuck
up.
it
You
up.
probably
Won't
wouldn't want to do that.
No, it wouldn't.
22.
Oh, you cheated.
22?
Cheated ski.
You have
You
won
just walk up the
another
ramp and
8
put the
tickets.
balls in.
8
Sure.
more tickets.
8 more tickets.
Exactly how you cheat.
We have
ski ball.
60 tickets. We need how many?
Mr. Schwab
Ah.
the knife,
59,960
slices neatly down the
more.
front of the arcade game, pulls the plastic
Ah.
apart, and there is a big spaceship, and next to it, in super futuristic lettering, the word Gyrus.
My God, it's beautiful. I kind of just walk up to him and kind of just like, what do you think it is?
You're asking
What do you
Mr. Schwab?
think it is?
Yeah.
He ashes a cigarette on the carpet. $8.35 an hour. No benefits. And he starts taking the lashing off the back to plug it in.
Yeah, but I've never seen any. This is. Are you excited? I'm excited.
Yeah, look at me, kid. Can't contain myself. Big cloud of smoke.
Ugh. Just waving the smoke away from my face.
Shouldn't you be out talking to girls and playing football like a real man?
I can do that, but I don't know. It's kind of cold out.
Kind of cold out.
Anyway, this is great. What's wrong with this?
Turns you into a queer or a communist.
Ooh, those are my only options.
Telling you, kid, get outside before it's too late. And he plugs it in and walks out. Meanwhile, at the hospital, you have been admitted and you have found yourself in a room in the back. It's been a slow day at the hospital, so you got in pretty quickly. It's one of these where they've got you like lying down, but like you're just on like a row of beds. There's 2 or 3 other people. There's one very, very, very old lady who is very asleep. There's a guy at the end of the row who was in some sort of a motorcycle accident and has a broken arm and is pretty out of it and just sort of staring into space. There's a cluster of nurses that are talking quietly on the far side of the room. Nobody seems to be paying much attention to you.
Is Trash here with me?
She's in the waiting room.
Ugh. Nurse, I feel like I'm going to throw up.
Without looking at you, a short, broad-shouldered nurse just places a bucket next to your bed and then goes back to what she was doing. Are you trying to throw up?
No.
You just feel like you're gonna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please don't do that.
Needs to fully work.
That was good.
Never do that again.
I'm going to try to listen in to what the nurses are talking about, but I doubt I'm going to hear anything because I am very discombobulated.
All right.
Seeing as I have a concussion.
Give me a perception check.
Yeah. 13.
13?
Yep.
You're getting like little drips and drabs that it is Shirley's birthday on Friday, and that bitch Lorraine is bringing an ice cream cake even though she knows I'm lactose intolerant. I swear to God, she's trying to get me fired. That bitch Lorraine is going to get what's coming to her one of these days.
That sounds boring and uninteresting.
Fucking Lorraine.
By the way, Lauren says that. That sounds boring and uninteresting.
The motorcycle guy looks over. What?
I don't know. Are you okay?
No, I broke my arm.
I mean, like, otherwise.
like personally.
I've got a tube in a very uncomfortable place. So I'm going to go with no.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Tracking error. This is the first time anybody has asked this man this, and he has a lot to say. He's been given the chance to really open up to a person.
It took Dale, dude.
So here's the thing. I bought a motorcycle. I had to go all the way out to Laurel to get it. They only had one kind, which is a Yamaha. You ever ridden a Yamaha, kid?
No.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not a good idea. See, there was this girl that was over at Rourke's, and I wanted to impress her. So I bought myself a motorcycle, figured I'd ride past the place a couple times, then pull up and be like, hey, lady, you ever been on a motorcycle with a guy before? And she'd be like, yeah. And then, like, you know, things might go from there. But that's not how it worked out, because I have never ridden a motorcycle before. I went to this place in Laurel, real sketchy. They had a lot of chain link fence out front, you know, like a sketchy place. It was written, it was... whole thing seemed to be run by this pair of Dominican brothers who kept asking for my social security number, and I don't think you need that to buy a motorcycle. I mean, it's not a car. And what happened was that I just gave them a whole bunch of money because I work at the bank, and I'm not, you know, I just work as like a teller at the bank. I'm not like, you know, like I'm not like a financial guy, man. I hope to be in finance one day, but I wanted to sort of give the image of, like, you know, I don't want to be like a nerd. I want to be like a cool guy who rides a motorcycle. So I go to Laurel and I buy a motorcycle from a pair of Dominicans. And it's a Yamaha. And Yamahas are way faster than motorcycles are supposed to be. So the Yamaha went off, but I didn't. And I landed on my arm and I rolled on my pelvis. And I didn't know you could roll on your pelvis, but let me tell you something. It gave me some stuff that, like, here's the thing is, Anyway, my name's Davidson. My name is Berkeley Davidson, and I work over at the First National Trust. It's the savings and loan. By the way, don't get involved with that business right now, kid. It's a train wreck, let me tell you. Anyway, Berkeley Davidson, that's my name. And my thing is that I'm a quiet guy. I don't talk to people much, but ever since I got here, I've just been ignored because nobody's listening to me when I tell them what's going on. Is that I rolled on my pelvis and I had my ankle up behind my ear once. And I had this one girl. You're a very young kid, aren't you? I'm not going to tell you that story. Anyway, the point is,
you tell me.
It really hurts, and there's tubes all under these covers.
Oh, you were talking about a girl.
Yeah, don't get a motorcycle to impress a girl. Oh, yeah, I would worry. Regardless, the tubes are not as distracting as I thought they'd be, but it might have something to do with this one in my arm.
Yeah,
to answer your question, I don't know, 230, 235.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. The nurse comes over. Your brother's here. He wants to talk to you.
Okay. Hey, you can let him in. Yeah?
Give me a perception check.
10.
It's a pretty bad concussion. Your head is really dizzy.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have a brother. You're sure of that.
Nurse, are you sure it's my brother?
The nurse has already left. When the door opens to the section of the emergency room that you are in, tall, thin guy, looks to be maybe 18 or 19. He's wearing a black t-shirt with one of those Vietnam kill 'em all, let God sort 'em out skulls. Red and black track jacket. He has a duffel bag over his shoulder. Dark skin, dark hair. Clearly not your brother.
Yeah.
He looks vaguely familiar.
Do you know me from somewhere?
Not exactly. I need you to do me a favor.
What? What?
You know the little weird kid that talks like the cereal mascot? I need you to just keep these for a few days. I'll be back to pick him up, all right? But just don't tell anybody I was ever here, okay?
I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Stick with that. And he drops the duffel bag on the bed in front of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're great. Thanks a lot. He runs out.
I'm going to try to sit up to open the bag.
All right. You sit up and open the bag. There's a bunch of Betamax VHS tapes in there.
Oh, this is great. Uh-oh. I'm going to lift him up and put it on, just the side of the bed. Be like, my brother brought in clothes for me or something.
Okay.
Ugh.
The guy that was at the end of the row looks over at you.
Sorry.
That was your brother?
Not really.
You're Indian?
No, not at all.
Lady said it was your brother. I just thought it was weird that your brother's Indian and you're not Indian. Is this like a half brother? Oh, adoption. I had a friend who was adopted. I was in Vietnam with this guy, and I called him my adopted brother, but actually, he was just another member of my unit, and I tried to be real friendly with him because then he would do all of my all my grunt work. But that was a thing that I did. Here's the thing about me. This is what you need to know about old Berkeley Davidson. Said I don't really talk much. I play the cards close to my chest, And that's the thing, is that I keep it all like really tightly wrapped. It's undercover, I don't let a lot of people in. What's your name, kid? Because mine's Berkeley Davidson. That's the thing that you need to know about me, is that's who I am. And they've given me something called morphine. And turns out I am a fan.
And she just throws up into the bucket.
He shrugs at you and then goes, yeah, and throws up into his own bucket.
Yes.
Beautiful. Meanwhile, back at the arcade,
Back at the old ranch.
it's getting a little bit later. At this point, the arcade is fairly full of kids. Are you two still planning on breaking off to go to the environmental center? I would say that by now you have managed to get who's spearheading this? Peter, roll 1d6.
That is not my name. My name is Charles Eisley.
Charles. Peter.
I got 5 out of that 6.
You are up to how many tickets was it?
We
were at 60.
Okay. You are now at 105.
That's not enough.
Not even close.
I'm going to give you, I'm assuming that I have some allowance. I'm going to give him like half
Okay.
towards the effort. So how much?
You now have $3.25.
Yeah, $3.25.
$3.25.
I'm gonna talk to. So me and Maddie kind of have this thing planned out tonight.
Oh, yes.
So I'm gonna have to.
Donna's right next to me.
Maddie, by the way, that we're playing like skee-ball or something.
It's just Maddie. It's just Donna and Eisley.
So we're gonna have to. We're going to a lake, so I'm gonna have to leave you guys to take care of this.
Well, be careful. Do you want Dakota to come with you?
No.
I just
It's
said
just-
the lake has been this creepy center, and you're going to it.
I think we'll be fine.
All right. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, you're right. It's adorable and it's stupid.
It's more adorable than it is stupid.
We're just hanging out by the lake.
Yeah. All right. You guys enjoy your hanging out by the lake.
Probably gonna go to the environmentals.
That sounds like a perfect thing to take her to. It's wonderful.
We're just gonna learn science.
Yes, exactly. You're gonna learn science, indeed.
All right. Well,
There's a joke here. I just don't know how to make it.
good luck.
I don't think you need to make any jokes about it. I think it's very sweet.
Yes, that's fine.
The going to the lake is sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it? Never mind. And I'll see you guys.
Logical sense.
And then I go over to Maddie and
All right.
let's go.
Oh,
So we have 325.
get lots of stuff, you guys. Win those things. I need that watch.
They'll be fine.
Oh, okay. We'll do our best.
It's gotta be the way we can get this done.
And as they leave, tracking error.
Okay.
Yolanda pushes through them to come into the arcade.
Okay.
Bum bum bum.
Oh, God, Yolanda Harris.
Yolanda pushes into the arcade. Heads.
Donna's just fear across her face.
Don't be afraid of her. It's just a person.
She's very intense.
Well, just because she's intense doesn't mean you should be afraid of her.
But she gave Lauren a concussion.
That is true. We should probably avoid getting punched by her.
There's been a lot of violence.
There
recently.
shouldn't be any violence today.
She is heading
shouldn't have
straight to the back towards the snack bar.
There shouldn't have been any violence any of these days, but there's already been violence today.
You're right, there's been a lot of violence.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean the rest of our day has to have violence.
I would certainly hope not.
No, it doesn't have to.
But that doesn't mean
Give me
that
a
I shouldn't be
perception check.
prepared.
Both of us are just a lot of violence and a lot of love.
12.
12. On the day shouldn't have to have any more violence, you get grabbed violently by one shoulder and spun around.
Is Sid behind me?
It's Clive Curtis.
Oh, Maddie runs. Maddie runs. Donna,
Now you're Maddie.
Donna runs. The problem with you and you can't tell the difference between
Yeah,
it's real bad. We're the same person.
No, we're not. I'm the smart one and you're the pretty one.
Fair.
No! I was just trying to convince a girl that there was no fear to be had, and then the person that she's had a bad experience with grabs me by the shoulder.
Like a smoke outline of her. Out the door.
What are you doing with Donna?
She's my friend. She's been my friend. Like this entire time.
Yeah, but she's like my ex, so stay away.
She's been like my friend for longer than she's been your ex, mister.
You won't go outside?
No, I don't want to go outside, but the last time she was in this place, she ended up with a knife in there, wasn't it?
Look, all I'm saying is stay away from her.
And all I'm saying is you have no choice but to say, I'll walk the away. He said that exactly like that. It makes no sense at all.
It works perfectly. He's just standing there like, was that words?
You heard me. Walk off, Jack.
You just don't give her babies. And he walks off.
Don't give her babies.
Donna is now outside, hiding behind the telephone pole, which Zach McClung smashed into earlier.
Okay.
Just like peeking around the side of it,
All right.
waiting.
You hear a voice. Is it still there?
What?
Zach is lying on the ground looking at
He's still on the ground.
Is what still where?
That pole came out of nowhere.
Yes, Zach, it's still here. Do you need help?
I,
No, it's a fair fight.
I
I
reach
accept the
down
outcome.
and try and like give him a hand.
She
Like pull
sits
him up.
up.
You gotta be more observant.
Yeah. So, hey. He leans on his backpack.
Hi, Zach.
Hey, how you doing?
It's been a stressful day.
It has. This whole saving loan thing is really out of control.
Excuse me?
It's a bull economy. Bull. There's a lot of bulls in the economy.
I don't really know that much about the stock market.
Yeah, I dabble.
I didn't know that about you.
There's a lot you don't know about me.
Interesting.
Did you know that I speak French?
I didn't. I just got a movie in French.
I can tell you what it says.
That actually would be really. Did you want to? Do you want to go watch it? I don't know if I want to go back in the arcade.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, I'll just casually vomit. Let's go to your house and watch a movie together.
Are you? Oh, okay.
I put my hand on his forehead.
This episode is casually
Maybe we should go. Oh no!
He sits up for a second. I was thinking that I'm just gonna sit here for a little while.
You guys-
Instant voter was a nerd.
Take in the beauty of our town. We live in a beautiful town, Clearfield. Yeah, I just want to marvel at it for a minute. In the corner of Harry and House, look over there. That's Sunoco. Those lines, huh?
If you're
Clean engineering on a Sunoco station.
if you hit your head, you might have a concussion. Lauren had a concussion, and she was throwing up too. And I'm very concerned that you might.
You don't say.
You might want to talk to a doctor and not go to sleep and just be careful.
Not to worry.
you might have a concussion.
I never sleep.
Oh, maybe I should go get Mr. Preston and he can help.
He knows what time it is.
Getting much more concerned about this concussion that you might have.
You can talk to any of my friends, like Aki or.
Oh, Aki. Aki's dependable.
And they'll tell you I'm always like this. This is not a concussion.
Is Aki inside? Maybe he can get his mom?
Yes, he leans very casually on his backpack. Yes, perhaps you could head inside and get Aki. He can usually be found by the nachos or somewhere in the Pac-Man region.
I'm gonna start going back towards the arcade. I kind of like peek in to see if I can see where Clyde is. Can I do a perception check for that?
Clyde is still standing next to the air hockey table trying to figure out what the hell Charles meant.
Alright, I'm gonna try to use Shining Understudy to sneak past him without seeing him to go and find Aki. Okay? That's what I'm doing. That is an 11.
Okay.
For sneak.
You sneak inside, and Clyde is pretty well distracted. And you can see that Aki is over towards the back, not in the Pac-Man region.
Not in the Pac-Man region, but I see Aki.
Yeah.
He's in the backy.
Aki's in the back.
I go to the backy to talk to Aki.
He's chewing tobacco.
See, we're all in
Oh, he's gonna throw up too!
Yeah.
And he's got a backy packy.
Oh no. So much fun. Alright, so I go up to Aki. Aki, like I grab him by the shoulders. Aki, Zach is outside and he hit his head and then he threw up and I'm concerned that he might have a concussion. Can you get your mom?
He just stares at you and tries to make noises with his mouth.
Aki, Zach hit his head, and I'm concerned he has a concussion. Can you go get your mom?
I don't have a mom.
Oh.
Does Aki legitimately not have a mom?
You don't know. Sounds wrong. But
Sounds wrong.
I'm like,
most people have moms.
oh no. Can you contact your parent or guardian? Or Zach's parent or guardian?
Oh, parent! Yeah, I got it. I gotta go. And he runs into the bathroom.
Oh no! Zach
I want to look for her. I don't know which way I'm going.
Karen, Mom, what other fucking kind of mom would he have? Dead mother.
You have the weirdest effect on
I'm gonna
boys.
go find Mr. Preston. At this point,
Okay.
it seems like I need an adult.
I'm still looking for her. I have no idea what's happened.
I don't think we
This
have
is exact. This is.
Oh, Donna has her whole
Yeah, that was
My
the whole
whole
thing.
character is predicated on
the fact that
I
she has
have
huge
very
boobs.
tiny ones. Like
Donna has
very
boobs.
loose.
you have boobs?
Donna has boobs.
Oh, I thought you were saying Radar has
Donna has like full blown knockers.
Oh,
That's,
yeah.
that's 90% of her
It's
anxiety.
part of the problem.
Yeah, that's literally the problem
That's
with
right.
all the boys.
That's why Aki and
Baps.
Get them baps.
Zach can't talk to her.
So I go and find Mr. Preston.
He is rapidly handing out change.
Mr. Preston, Zach hit into the telephone pole outside in the front, and I'm concerned he has a concussion. Can you call his mom or get somebody to come and help him, please?
I can't deal with that right now. DJ. DJ comes running down from the top booth. Man, I am trying to get these games situated. What do you need?
Zach hit his head outside, and I am concerned that he may have a concussion or other injury, and he threw up.
Ronald, if a kid hits his head outside, it's not really our...
I look at him with big, sad puppy dog eyes of concern.
Bring me to the dead kid.
I follow. I gonna sneak around back outside to keep an eye that Clyde does not see me again. Do I need to do another roll for that?
Yes.
That is a 10.
10?
Yeah.
You walk with DJ
Mm-hmm.
out, but you see Clive sort of snap out of it and start to follow as you guys are walking out towards the front.
I
with
see
you.
him see me?
Yes. At
I
this
do like
point,
an E
I've
and then I
been
run.
noticed all
I
of
feel like
this
I've
is
been doing
going.
this thing where I keep looking for her and I keep
Yeah.
going past
Oh, there she
her.
is.
Oh, shit. Oh, great. Now I've got this asshole, too.
So I go back outside. I kind of like scoot in front of Battle Beast to get outside first.
Yeah, we did.
And I'm like, here he is, and he is injured and also has thrown up.
he is gone. But there is throw up on the ground.
Oh, I like look both ways down the street. Do I see any sign of him, or he's like he is beat?
He is gone. However, coming out of the arcade towards you is Clive.
Oh. Battle Beast.
She and look worried.
Oh, yeah.
She looks very scared and concerned.
I think you lost the kid. Is this him?
No, that's not him.
This is a
Mr.
problem
Battlebeast, please, can you escort me back into the arcade?
Something wrong?
Maybe.
Points.
Clyde's like, I just want to talk to her for a minute.
I would rather not. I don't want to talk to you.
Battlebeast sort of gets between the two of you. I don't think she wants to talk to you, buddy. No, I don't think you understand. She doesn't want to talk to you, man.
The
Move
minute
along.
that Battle Beast starts addressing him, I zip back into the arcade
All right.
and straight to the girls' room.
Yeah, you run right past poor Charles, who's like at the door.
Fucking Christ.
She's speedy.
I see Battle Beast talking to Clive.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, don't tell me you started something. I literally just say that walking out of the thing like, what? The Christ. I've been this entire time.
As you're walking out, he's no. There's no problem here. My man here just has some woman troubles. I've explained to him that he should go get some pizza and calm down.
Battle Beast, you're a good man. Turns around. What's the other way?
Good man. What's going on here? Hey, isn't that kid the one that little girl like stabbed a few days ago?
Yeah.
Oh man, he's got it bad, doesn't he?
He really do. It's a problem. He tried to have a fight with me out here. Didn't make any sense. I told him to knock it off. And then she ran out, I guess, and I went looking for her. And then I couldn't find her. And now she's run back in.
I think she's in the bathroom.
That's probably the place I can't go to.
Are you two a thing?
No, that's not it. Just my friend.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, well, tell her I'll keep an eye out for this guy. Meantime, tell her that I officially have to state on behalf of Centauri Entertainment and Centauri Holdings in Clearfield, Delaware, our official stance on stabbings is that we are not pro.
Slightly against that.
Yeah, we are anti-stabbing
Yeah,
in
that
this
works.
establishment. But if somebody's going to stab somebody, I guess a tiny little white girl is probably our best bet.
Yeah, most likely. Especially in self-defense after he says that he has to pull her away because she's his girlfriend and she has to do what he says.
Yeah. I kind of figured it was going to be that kid with the Pontiac, if anybody was going to be stabbing somebody in here. But
Oh, not sure. Yeah. Oddly enough, wasn't that... It was his blade. I still don't know how that happened. Either way.
how did she get his knife?
No idea.
Yeah, dude, you should find somebody else to date. That girl's a rough night.
I'm seriously not trying to.
He goes back inside.
Walks over.
Give me a perception check.
16.
All right.
That's really good for him.
As soon as he gets back inside, Tommy Johnson, who's another kid about your age, runs up and it's still doing it, sir. And Battle Beast goes back into the back room with him to figure out what is wrong with the new game.
I want to know that so bad. All right. Stage 1, help Donna. Stage 2, that. Stage 3,
Profit.
question mark. Stage 4, profit.
Are you following him?
I want to follow and just make sure that Donna's okay first.
Okay.
That's the instinct for Charles to do.
She's still in the bathroom.
All right, so I can't tell I'm following him.
You go to the
Flip
back
stage
room,
1, 2.
and you see that there is the Gyrus game set up.
Yeah.
And Tommy, who is, like about your age, always in this damn arcade every day.
I thought he worked
Skinny
there.
kid, probably used to do track, but much more into building computers and games. He keeps going back and forth between the game. You can, as you get closer, you can hear what he's saying. He's like, yeah, it says Gyrus, and I put in the quarter, and I put my hands on the thing, and it's weird. Instead of like a joystick, it just has 2 glowing orbs that you just place your hands on. And you see the little screen comes up. Gyrus is the it's like a spaceship thing.
Yeah.
Konami on the bottom, pretty standard. And he puts in the quarter, puts his hands on, and then the screen flickers for a second, and this strange geometric shape comes up, and then a word comes across the front of it and says Polybius.
Well, that's one way for an episode to end. Hi, guys. This is Harold one more time for Rememorex, not a test. And I'm here to say that if you have not heard that our creator and our game runner or our wordsmith or our storyteller, known as Sean Jaffe, is a part of a company called Nerdy City, which has just put up online, and by just I mean put up 15 days ago, a Kickstarter for their brand new game, COMMANDROIDS: A World Transformed. I've played the game consistently. I love it, and I really hope that we get to play it here on Rememorex, not a test. It's the first of our Radical Shadows campaigns. The 2 following will focus on different facets of 80s culture, and truly, understandably, we need this thing to be made. And of course, being that it's Kickstarter, we have to hit the goal that we've set. We are currently at 54% on our goal, and honestly, I cannot wait for you to be able to play this game. It's so much fun. So, if you're listening, please feel free, click a link somewhere that we've put out a link, and please, find in your heart, make this game happen. Because God, is it so much fun to be a robot. Thanks. Enjoy the rest of your night.